Hello everyone. Let's jump straight into phase 1 of the PMI CPMI journey, business understanding, and the heart of this phase, solving the right problem. Phase 1 focuses on clearly understanding the business problem, defining the desired outcomes, and ensuring that any AI initiative is aligned with real organizational value. Now, let me say this in very simple, everyday language. Phase 1 is where we stop and ask, are we even working on the correct problem? Because if the problem is wrong, the smartest AI in the world will still give you the wrong result very efficiently. Um, in AI projects, this phase is not optional, it is the foundation. It is the foundation. Everything that comes later, data, models, tools, depends on whether we understood the business problem correctly at the start. Think of it like visiting a doctor. If the diagnosis is wrong, the treatment doesn't matter. You might feel busy, but you won't feel better. Stay with me for a moment. Phase 1 is not slow work, it is protective work. Now let's slow down and understand what solving the right problem really means. Solving the right problem involves separating symptoms from root causes and identifying problems that AI is appropriate to address. Let me explain this gently. Many organizations rush into AI because something feels painful. Sales are down, costs are high, customers are unhappy. These are symptoms, not problems. In phase 1, we patiently ask, why is this happening? Again and again until the real issue becomes clear. You might have seen this at work. A company says we need AI to predict churn, but after discussion, you realize the real issue is poor onboarding, not prediction. AI cannot fix a broken process. I once worked with a team that wanted AI for fraud detection. After phase 1, we realized basic controls were missing. Fixing those controls delivered more value than any model could. Solving the right problem means being brave enough to question the first answer. Now let's talk about alignment because the official study guide makes this very clear. Phase 1 ensures alignment between business strategy, stakeholder expectations, and AI capabilities. In simple words, everyone needs to agree on why we are doing this. In phase 1, we bring business leaders, technical teams, and operational staff into the same conversation. We clarify goals, constraints, risks, and success criteria. You might have seen AI projects where leadership wants innovation, teams want experimentation, and operations want stability. Without alignment, the project pulls in three directions. I once saw a team build a brilliant AI prototype that leadership quietly ignored. Why? Because the business outcome was never clearly agreed upon. Phase 1 is where alignment replaces assumption. Now let's talk about feasibility because solving the right problem also means asking, can this realistically be solved with AI? Phase 1 includes assessing feasibility, constraints, and potential risks before committing to AI development. Let me explain this simply. Not every problem needs AI, and not every problem can be solved with AI. In phase 1, we look at data availability, ethical concerns, regulatory constraints, and organizational readiness. This is not negativity, it's responsibility. You might have seen teams excited about AI only to discover later that data is unavailable, biased, or legally restricted. That discovery is painful when it happens late. I once stopped an AI project in phase 1 because the data would have violated privacy laws. That early stop saved the organization serious trouble. Solving the right problem also means knowing when not to proceed. Now let me show you the human side of phase 1 because this phase is deeply emotional. Business understanding promotes shared understanding, transparency, and trust in everyday language. Phase 1 creates psychological safety. People are allowed to ask basic questions. They are allowed to say, I don't know. In AI projects, people often feel pressure to sound smart. Phase 1 gives permission to slow down and think together. You might have seen teams rush forward just to appear innovative. That rush usually hides fear of asking uncomfortable questions. I've seen teams relax visibly when phase 1 is done well. They finally understand what success looks like and what it doesn't. This phase doesn't just clarify problems, It calms people. Let's gently bring everything together now. Phase 1, business understanding, is about discipline, humility, and clarity. So, defined in the official study guide as the phase where problems are framed, outcomes clarified, and feasibility assessed, this phase ensures that AI is used with purpose, not hype. It helps organizations avoid solving the wrong problem brilliantly. It aligns people before technology. It replaces assumption with understanding. Think of phase one like setting the destination before starting the journey. You don't press the accelerator until you know where you're going. As you prepare for the PMI CPMI exam and for real world AI leadership, remember this one truth: most AI failures are not technical failures, they are problem definition failures. And phase one exists to make sure that before we build anything intelligent, we are being intelligent about what we choose to solve. We are going to discuss identifying high value AI use cases in details in next chapter.